Hello, Link coordinators.
Hello.
This is Micah and Carolyn, and
Hello.
we are so excited to help you prepare for the upcoming Link Crew orientation season. This CD is meant to help you remember all of the different activities. We're going to go through a brief setup, just as if we were Link leaders. So, feel free to listen to it over and over and over again.
And then again.
And again. And so you remember, if you want to skip to a different activity, you can always push the forward button on the track on whatever your CD player has for tracks. And we'll start with Carolyn leading off with an introduction. Remember, now we are in a classroom on your campus, and we are Link leaders leading a group of freshmen. On your mark, get set, go.
All right, you guys, so I'm so glad you're in a group. Mike and I are here for you, and first thing we need to do is let's clear the desks out. Let's put just in the middle area here, let's clear the desks out and all sit down on the floor, and yeah, perfect. All right, awesome. Hey, you, again, we're so glad you're here today, and we just want to give you a chance to get to know the school a little bit and each other and us. So let's start there. Hey, my name is Carolyn, and I'm a senior here at Alta Avenue High School, and I'm just excited to be a Link Crew leader. Last year I applied to be a Link Crew leader as a junior, and I wasn't selected, and so this year I was, and I'm just totally stoked about that. I play basketball and volleyball. Basketball, though, is my absolute passion. I'm the captain of the team this year, and we're starting up in November, so if you guys want to come out, be sure to come out. And also, I was involved in student government early on, like my freshman year, but then sophomore year, I just got too busy with sports, and so kind of went in that direction. And I have two older brothers who have graduated from this school, so I'm the last one to come through. They say the hills have left their mark, and so my chance this year is to leave my mark just like my brothers did. And that's pretty much who I am.
My name is Micah. I'm a junior here, and I play sport. I mean, I swim in the spring, but really my passion is leadership and drama. I'm involved in the musical theater and do some of the plays here on our campus. We have a really awesome choir. Mrs. Gates is our choir director, and she's just awesome. So if you're interested, please talk to me about that. I'm also involved in leadership. I'm excited to be on student council this year. Hopefully, we're going to have a really great year. And I'm involved in the debate team, so we also have a really strong team, and if you're interested in that, let me know. I like to be really involved in school, and I'm so psyched that Carolyn's my partner, because we've just gotten to know each other a lot better through Link Crew, which has been really cool. And I'm just going to get you guys started with the first activity here. Are you ready?
Yeah!
Okay, awesome. So there's going to be a lot of challenges for you guys in high school, and we want you to know that you're not alone. And so we're going to meet this first challenge together. And now, here's what's going to happen. This is kind of a tricky challenge, but it's really pretty simple. All we got to do is we have to count from 1 to 20 in consecutive order. Now, the trick is we cannot discuss a strategy. We can't talk, or we can't point at other people. You can't, you go next. You can't do any of that. What you do have to do is, while they have to be said in consecutive order, we can't say them like in an organized pattern, like going around in a circle. Even if it happens without us talking about it, we can't go in an organized pattern. We just have to kind of randomly go around and each try to say a numbers in the order. Now, if two people say the same number at the same time, we have to start over. So, if we're over there and Carolyn and PJ say the same number at the exact same time, 2, then we have to start over, okay? Everyone has to say at least one number, and no one can say more than 3 numbers. Are you ready? Get set, go.
1,
2,
3.
Start over,
man.
you guys. Start over. And remember, me as a leader, I want to make sure and tell you guys to start over so that you don't just happen on your own. Remember, leaders have to, that's part of our job, is we have to make sure to remind the group to start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
19.
20!
Woo!
Hey, woo! All right.
Yep.
Hey, you guys, now that we met that challenge as a group, let's learn a little bit more about who we are by finding out about each other's names. All right?
So what's cool about our names is that it really is the beginning of who we are. We start to find out a little bit about each other just by what our names are and what we've been called in our lives and stuff. And as we work together this year, I think it'd be cool if we got to know each other's names even more. So when I'm walking down the hall, I can say, hey, Jamie, what's up? Versus just saying, yo, what's up? Because when someone says that, they just don't know your name. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to say my name and something significant about my name, either as named after someone, or it means something in a different language, or anything about my name. My name may have changed somewhere along the way. And so something about my name. Let me give you an example. My name is Carolyn, and I was named after my dad's last girlfriend before he married my mom.
Nice. I've heard of that.
Yes.
My name is Micah, and Micah is actually a name in the Bible. It's in the Old Testament. Micah was a minor prophet. I think not minor in stature, just minor in words. It was also a character on the old TV show The Rifleman. My dad wants to be a cowboy when he grows up, so tried to live out his cowboy passions through me. Who wants to go next? Maybe Lorraine?
No, I want to go. I want to go.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Lucy.
I'm Candy.
Oh, okay, Candy. Yeah, I'm still getting confused.
Yeah, my dad named me Candy because when I was born, he says, "Sweet!"
that is excellent. What a great story. And now we'll have everyone go around in our group. Sean, and then Lorraine, then Blake, and then Candy already went. Keith and Lucas and Jamie and Duran and Lucy, and then PJ. I can't wait to hear how you got your initials PJ. That'll be really interesting. Hey, we heard about everybody.
All right. Hey, that's so awesome. So we're starting to get to know each other's names just by the stories behind them. And it, like PJ, you weren't sure how it came PJ, and so you told us where you were born. So that was a great little piece there, just to get to know each other just a little bit more. So here's what's going to happen now. I'm going to say my name, and the group is going to echo it back to me. And then Micah will say his name and echo it back, and we'll go on around the circle. So each time now, take a little time and look at the person's face and their name tag, because the name tag is pretty important right now, so you know the spelling of everyone's name. So pay attention to that as we go around. It's not a race to see how fast we can do this, all right? I'm going to say my name, you guys echo it back. Carolyn.
Sean.
Lorraine.
Blake.
Hey, Blake.
And everybody, PJ.
PJ!
Yay!
We love PJ. All right, guys, now you take one last look at the name tags. Notice any special spellings you might want to know. All right, you got it? All right, take those name tags, peel them off, and put them on the back side somewhere, anywhere on the back side, all right? Good. So now all of the names are on the back side somewhere. Now put your hands out in front of you, wiggle your fingers, check them out. All right, now put them behind your back, no longer seeing your fingers. And at this point, everyone is muted. All right, we're standing in a circle. Here's what's going to happen. We are going to move ourselves around the circle. So alphabetizing ourselves by first name only. So you see where Mike is standing right across the circle from me right there? That's where A is going to start. And then it's going to go around the circle towards his left there, all the way around until Z, if we had a Z, would be standing next to A right there. Make sense? Okay, now here's the key is you can't help anybody. We help each other out a whole lot, but this time it's just to see if we can do it without helping each other. Say hands behind your back. Don't say a word. Just move your body to where you think you need to go. Ready? Go. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Man, that was quick.
Holy smokes. Burning it.
Should we test and see if we got it right?
Let's see if we got it right. Who thinks they're first? Whoever thinks they're first, go ahead and start us off, and we'll go around the circle.
Blake.
Candy. Carolyn.
Duran.
Jamie.
Keith.
Lorraine.
Lucas.
It's okay, Lucas. You'll get there one day.
Lucas.
There you go. When it's time to change. Lucy.
PJ.
And Sean. Awesome. Everybody was in the right place. All right, so here's what next we're going to do. I'm going to step to the middle of the circle, and it's a cool place to be in the middle of the circle. Everyone put one hand out in front of you. Oh, your right hand. Good. Your right hand's right out in front of you. Palm is up. Perfect. Now put your hand up, your elbow up against your side so it stays right there. Great. So here's what's going to happen is I'm going to call someone's name in the circle. So I might say Blake. Now, Blake, you're going to say your name.
Blake.
And then someone else's name in the circle.
PJ.
PJ. Now, PJ, you're going to say your name and then someone else's name in the circle.
PJ Lucas.
And then Lucas, you're going to say your name. You guys get, okay, so you got the idea. Now, here's what it is. You want to do it as quickly as possible because what I'm doing in the middle is I'm going to try to tag your hand before you're able to say the two names, your name and then someone else's name. If I'm able to tag your hand before you say those two names, you have won yourself the opportunity to come to the middle of the circle, and it's a good place to be because you're going to celebrate you. We're going to woo! They would clap and cheer for you because you're in the middle now, and you'll get us started. So there's 3 ways that you can win the opportunity to come to the middle. The first way is, like I just said, if you get tagged before you can say 2 names. The second way is that if your hand moves at all. So you can't move your hand at all. It's stuck right in that position. And if you move your hand, then you're in the middle. The third way is if you call a person's name in the middle, because, you just can't do that. So you would have the opportunity to come in the middle, and you'd get us started from there. Awesome. So we're going to get started. Are you ready?
Ready.
That's what I thought.
Ready.
Oh, yeah. Ready. Duran.
Duran. Candy.
Candy. Jamie.
Jamie. Keith.
Oh, I got
Ah,
you, Jamie. So
shoot.
slap. Woo! Shoot. All right, Jamie, you're in the middle. We're gonna celebrate Jamie in the middle. Woo! Jamie, get us started.
Let's see. Just say anyone's name.
Anyone's name, get us started.
Lorraine.
Lorraine, Lucas.
Lucas. Lucy.
Lucy. Oh, got you, Lucy. You're in the middle. All right, celebrate Lucy in the middle.
Hey, Lucy.
All right, you're so good. We're ready for the advanced version.
Ooh.
All right, so here's what happens in the advanced version is that you do not say your name. If your name is called, all you do is quickly say someone else's name in the circle. So what that means is person in the middle, you're really going to have to be sharp and paying attention. Are you ready? We're going to get started. Sean.
Keith.
Duran.
Candy.
Jamie. Oh, got you, Jamie. Celebrate Jamie in the
again.
middle. Woo! Cool, you guys. So who do you think? Is there anybody that can name everybody in the circle right now?
I can.
Great, PJ. Go ahead, you do it.
Okay, let's see. Micah, Blake, Candy, Carolyn, Keith, Jamie, PJ, Lucas, Lucy, Lorraine, PJ, me.
And that's it. Awesome. Everybody get 3 claps and a you rock the PJ, right?
You rock.
Awesome. Hey, we've gotten to know each other with our names. We've met a challenge with counting. Now we're going to put those 2 together in this next activity.
All right, great, Carolyn. Thanks so much for that. Now that we know each other's names, let's take it to the next level. High school is this really busy time, right? You guys are getting prepared, and there's going to be a lot of new challenges and responsibilities. And while this next activity is really fun, it's also going to kind of remind us how hard it is to keep everything together. So we'll see if we can come up with some strategies to make that work. So we're standing here in a circle after name tag, and what we want to do first is just very quickly go around and number ourselves off sequentially 1 through 10, all the people in our group. I'm Micah. I'm your leader. I'll start with and be number 1, and then Blake, you'll be number 2, and we'll just go around in a circle. So Micah 1.
Blake 2.
Candy 3.
Carolyn 4.
Keith 5.
Jamie 6.
PJ 7.
Lucas 8.
Lucy 9.
Lorraine 10.
All right, good. So we got everything. That's back to me, Micah 1. All right, so everyone's got their number. What I want to do is we're going to rearrange this circle so that you are not standing next to the person that you're standing to now. So in other words, as number 1, I can't be next to number 10 or number 2. So look who you're next to now. When we rearrange a circle, you will be next to different people. On your mark, get set, and go. Wow, that was fast. Nice job. Let's just check to make sure that we are, in fact, random all the way around. Let's say your name and your number one more time. Micah 1.
Blake 2.
Candy 3.
Carolyn 4.
Oh, wow, we got all the way to 10. That was fantastic. Great job. All right, let's go ahead and sit down in these places right where you're at. Just sit down right where you're at. All right, fantastic. And we're going to do this one more time, but it's going to be really important. Pay attention to who comes after you this next time as we go around, because that information is going to become really important in our next thing. So let's go around one more time. Name and number. Micah 1.
Blake 2.
Candy 3.
Carolyn 4.
And we got all the way back to 10. Fantastic. We went through everybody. Lorraine said Lorraine 10. And here's what we're going to do.
Who comes after Lorraine?
Micah.
Oh,
That
okay.
comes
Yeah,
it comes after me. So after 10 comes 1 again. And now this is why that's important, because now what you need to do is say the person's name who comes after you. All right, just their name. Here we go. Ready? Blake.
Candy.
Carolyn.
Keith.
Jamie.
PJ.
Lucas.
Lucy.
Lorraine.
Micah.
All right, great. Everyone said the name of the person who comes after them. Let's do that one more time. See if we can make it really smooth. We kind of hesitated there. It's okay if you forget. Just kind of ask who it was, and we'll get through everybody as smooth as we can. Ready? I'm first, and I'll go Blake.
Candy.
Carolyn.
Keith.
All right, fantastic. And we got all the way around. Lorraine said, my name, Micah. Here's what we're doing all this building up to. I have this tape ball in my hand, and what I'm going to do is roll it across to person number 2, who is Blake. And as I roll it across, I'm going to say his name. Ready? And then he's going to roll it to the next person saying their name. Ready? Blake.
Candy.
Carolyn.
Keith.
All right, good. And we got all the way around. Lorraine brought it back to me. Let's do that one more time, see if we can get it smooth. Ready? Blake.
Candy.
Carolyn.
Keith.
All right, good. And we got all the way around. Again, Let's take it up a notch. Let's go ahead and get up on our knees and see if we can do the same thing. This time I just want to see you gently toss it underhand, okay? Let's see. The challenge here is to not drop the ball. Let's see if we can get it all the way around really smooth. Don't worry about speed. Let's concentrate on making it smooth. Ready, set, go. Blake.
Candy,
Carolyn.
Keith,
Jamie.
PJ.
All right, good. And we got all the way back to Lorraine, who said my name, and there we are. You know what? Let's take it to the next level. Let's go ahead and stand up. Everyone stand up.
Yeah.
Nice. And let's see if we can do that again. Really smooth. We're working well as a team. Ready, Blake?
Candy,
Carolyn.
Keith.
All right, fantastic. All the way back to me. Let's add a second ball. You guys ready for that? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we are.
All right, we can do that. I'm person number 1. I'll start with 1 ball. And who's person number 4?
I am.
All right, fantastic, Carolyn. You can start with number 4. We got
Okay.
number 1 and 4. Ready, set, go. Blake.
Keith,
Candy.
Jamie.
All right, good. And we got it
PJ.
all the way around. And as and when I collected up all the balls again, that was really good. Think we can do that again? And this time add a third ball?
Probably.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's try. Okay,
Okay.
fantastic. Good. Let's do 3. Ready, set. It's crazy. Blake.
PJ,
Lucas.
Carolyn,
Hooray!
Keith,
Carolyn.
Lorraine, John.
Candy.
Who's John? Wait, who's John?
I don't know. We don't have a
Oh,
John.
okay.
All right, good. So we got 3 working pretty well. We kind of dropped it a little bit there. Let me just ask you guys really quickly. What do you notice is that it's taking to be really successful? When we're really doing well with this activity, what does it take to be successful? Anybody?
Teamwork.
All right, thank you very much. That Jamie said teamwork. That was really good. What does that mean, teamwork? What are we doing to be successful with our teamwork?
Looking at each other,
Right, looking at each other, saying the names.
listening.
Good. How are those actions similar to what we need to do to be successful in high school? Is it going to be important to listen? Is it going to be important to look at people? Is it going to be important to know names?
Yeah, I guess.
Important to pay attention?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's focus on those strategies then. Let's see if we can really implement those to be successful. But here's the challenge. I'm going to add another ball.
Not another ball.
Yes. We're going to go to 4 balls. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild. We're going to be successful. Let's focus, focus on the names, pay attention. Ready, set, go. Blake.
Keith, Lucy,
PJ.
Lorraine, Candy, Micah.
Keith. I got 2 with 1. That's crazy. Wow. You guys, that was fantastic. We did so well. I'm going to go ahead and take those balls, put them back here. And let me just remind you, let's go ahead and grab our name tags just in case you've left those on the back of your name. We can bring those up, put them back on. We've learned each other's names. We've met some challenges as a group. But you know what? I want to get to know you guys a little bit better. Let's talk about who we are, not just as students, but who we are as people.
So like Micah said, we're going to get to know each other a little bit better. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to hand out a piece of paper and a pencil to each of you. Awesome. So now you have a piece of paper and pencil. Fold your paper in half.
Hot dog or hamburger?
I think it's hamburger style.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and go. No, you know what? Let's go hot dog style today. I know.
Long ways?
Yeah, long ways. Yeah. All right. So hot dog style, and then go ahead and fold the one end up to kind of like a third up, and then a third up, kind of like what I'm doing right here. You see Micah right there too, folding it up. So and
Good demonstration.
And if you unfold it, what you'll see is six kind of like boxes. All right, so like rectangle type thing. So if someone next to you is struggling, help them out. If there's 8, don't worry about it. That'll work out later on too. So it's okay. But you should have 6, and here's what's going to happen. If you'll take your pencil and you'll number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in each of the boxes, put a number, and keep the number small though, because don't fill up the box with the number. All right, cool. So now that you've got that done, if you'll go ahead and pivot to the outside, just on your booty there, just turn around and face outward from the circle. That would be great. So here's what's going to happen. So I'm going to ask you to draw or write in each of the boxes. And then afterwards, you're going to share it. So please know that you are going to share this with someone later on. So, you know, if you want to just go ahead and know that. All right, so here's number 1. Would you go ahead and would you draw a picture of your favorite toy as a little kid? Yeah, no, a game would be okay too. Yeah, a game or a toy. Awesome. Now in box number 2, if you could go to a concert, who would you see and who would you take with you? What band? Yeah, they can be dead. It doesn't matter. This is, imaginary. So, yeah.
Does Elvis count?
Elvis counts. He's alive, isn't he?
I think so.
Actually, I think he's Fernando Valenzuela. In box number 3, go ahead and draw something that reminds you of a special memory. I know drawing's hard. Don't worry about it. Just do the best you can. Stick people are Micah's favorite people. Write the name of an adult. And number 4, write the name of an adult other than your mom or dad who you really respect. And then in box number 5, draw.
Carolyn Hill.
Yeah, I knew it. I always knew it. Box number 5, draw or write something you would like to try that you haven't done yet. Yeah, keep it appropriate for the school setting. Tee-hee. And box number 6, write the name of a job you would like to have in the future. Go ahead and dream as big as you want, because this just doesn't matter. What would you like to do in the future as a job?
I want to be a coach for the Boomerang Project.
All right, so you got your 6 boxes all filled up. Everyone, awesome. So here's what's going to happen. Mike and I did it too, as you noticed. And so would you go ahead and fold your paper back up? And you've been facing outside. So now turn it toward the middle. And I'm going to come around and I'm going to assign you your partner. Okay, so Sean and Lorraine, if you'll be partners. And then Blake and Candy. And Keith and Jamie, if you'll be partners. And Lucas and Lucy, because, you know, Lulu. So you guys, Lucas and Lucy. And then PJ and Duran. No, actually, PJ, will you go with Micah? And I'm going to go with Duran, okay? So we're going to partner up. And what I'd like you to do is to sit hip to hip, facing the same direction. And create a little space in between the other group, the other partners too, so you can hear each other. Because what you're going to do is this. So everyone's facing the same direction, sitting hip to hip with your partner. With the person with the longest hair, look at your partner. Who has the longest hair? Raise your hand. Oh, awesome. Raise your hand if you have the, good. You have the longest hair. Here's what I like to do. Person with the shortest hair. If you'll slide that paper underneath your leg. That was a sucker. I hope it comes back out. Person with the longer hair. Would you go ahead and take your paper out and unfold it? And you have 1 minute to share your 6 boxes with your partner. Ready? Go. Oh, what unbelievable stories. Good. Person with the longer hair, fold yours up, slide it back under your leg. Ooh, there it goes again. Person with the shorter hair, go ahead and take yours out, unfold it, share it with your partner. Cool. Shake your partner's hand and say, thanks.
Thanks.
You're welcome. All right, so here's what's going to happen next. You look around the room right now and you see someone else in the room that you really want to get to know. You know that. So I want you to go ahead and stand up and find that partner and sit down, sitting hip to hip with that partner now. We're going to go through the same entire process. This time, just person A and B, pick an A and a B. Good. Person A, raise your hand. Point at person B and say, you go first.
You go first, Keith.
Oh, gotcha. So Keith, you're going to go first. So everyone's going to be sharing. We're going to do it 1 minute again. Go ahead. Then switch. Awesome. Now would you guys go ahead, shake your partner's hand and say, I'm going to tell my friends about you.
I'm going to tell my friends about you.
That's what I thought. So don't tell them that one thing though, all right? What I'd like you to do now is turn back to the circle and we'll all form up a circle. Remember, no energy gaps. Good and tight. All right. So we're sitting here in the circle. And now you're going to choose one of the 6 to share with the entire group. It could be any one of the 6. Don't feel any pressure because everyone's sharing a certain one. You just share one of the 6. And we'll go around the circle, and Mike and I will share something with you too, and so we have a chance to get to know everybody. So we go around the circle. Awesome. So you guys were starting to get to know each other's stories through little things like this, and now we're just going to go one step further by asking some questions. Okay, so they have played, they've walked, they've done their whole thing. They've broken the world's record, of course, because it took 11 minutes and 57 seconds. Woo!
Remember that when you train your leaders, you're going to need to have them practice the play so they can actually use their finger to track the students. It's just so distracting for the students to not play that game smoothly. That can really change.
Also, if they just make them put 2 feet down on every step going forward, it slows it down so the leaders can follow a little bit easier and track their movement.
Okay.
Just a little tidbit for you there.
That's an excellent tidbit.
Thanks.
And after they've played, one partner set it up and kind of was doing it, and the other partner hopefully was watching and observing what was going on so that they can lead the processing, which is the 5 questions, which you may remember as, Did you notice? Why
did it happen?
Why did it happen? Does it happen in life? Does it happen in school? Does it happen in life? Does it happen in school? Why? Why? How can we use this? How can we use this?
You know, the rocker style.
Yeah, good. So, with that beautiful rendition, an example process might look something like this. Hey, did you guys notice as you were crossing that board that there was that one moment where Lucas was out on the board and he kind of stopped? You guys had gone a little ways, and he kind of stopped and looked around and asked the other team for where he should go next. Do you remember that time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lucas, why did you stop?
Well, because we were so, we'd gotten there, and so I just felt like I wanted to make the right decision.
Okay, good. Did anyone else in the team have any other information for you, really? I mean, they knew as much as you, didn't they?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, do you guys see people do that in life? Do they get to a place in their life and they kind of look around to their friends for help when everybody really hasn't really gone to the next step?
Yeah.
Does that happen in school?
Yeah.
Give me an example. Give me a time where that happens to kids in school, where they get to a decision they have to make and they look to their friends for help.
Well, like whether to go to a football game or something.
Okay, like to go out to a football game or if they should go to a party or something like that?
Yeah.
Good. Now, how do you know that there are people that can trust? How do you use that information to really help make the best decision? I mean, Lucas, did everyone help you make a good decision here?
Well, no. They totally told me wrong.
They did.
Yeah.
And you made a mistake. So
Yeah.
who do you go to get good information?
Well, depends.
Okay, give me some examples of some places you guys could go. And anyone can answer. Maybe not, Candy, who are some people that you trust to give you good information?
Those books, the books that I read, the characters in the books just help me.
Okay, so you can go to books for information. What about Lorraine? What are some places you go for some good information?
My mom sometimes one time had a good idea.
Okay, that one time was, hey, sometimes that's all it takes is once. And so, good. So we have some resources that we can go to. I trust my brother a lot. He's older than me, and so I sometimes ask him for advice. So, good. So we have,
Can we come to you, Micah?
Yeah, and I was going to say, Carolyn and I, we are your link leaders, not just today, but we're your link leaders all year long. And in fact, we want to tell you a little bit about what our experience has been in high school. I mean, I remember starting as a freshman, and when I started as a freshman here at Alta Avenue High School, I didn't really know anybody because I had just moved the year before, and I really didn't have very many close friends. So I kind of stepped onto this board here on the first square without really having a firm foundation. Everyone else seemed to know each other, and I didn't know anybody. And then I kind of went into my sophomore year, and I started to get involved in clubs. And I got to tell you guys that made all the difference for me. Getting involved in clubs all of a sudden changed my whole life, because all of a sudden now I had a group of friends, and that was awesome. By the time I was a junior, one of my friends convinced me to run for student council, and that's essentially how I became student council this year, and it's been like a whole new level of involvement. And I got to tell you guys, if you're interested and you want to have a great high school experience, get involved in clubs. And I haven't taken my senior year yet, but I'm looking forward to my senior year and hopefully just achieving some of the things that I've always hoped for, getting into the college that I want to get into, and really staying active and involved in school, and just having a great time with now the friends that I've really built up over the last couple of years. So you guys just might think about each of your steps, each of your semesters. You look at this as there's 8 squares. Each of them is a semester, and they come at us one at a time. But you got to try to make the best decision you can as you follow the path that's right for you. So I mean,
you know what, you guys, look on this last thing with the last good step that you guys made. Check out the other side of this piece of paper. Look at that. It's a graduation diploma right there, and it says class of 2009. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that cool? Because every single one of you wants to succeed. We know that. That's why you're here today. It's like Mike was just talking about choices he's made along the way, and you guys have heard him. It's sometimes there's going to be setbacks, but every single one of you knows that this is what you want to accomplish. And know that there's a lot of paths for you to take, but that's it right here.
In 64 Squares, hopefully, we've reflected a little bit on some of the choices you guys can make to stay positive in high school. Here is some additional valuable information that we as link leaders wanted to give you to get you started on the right path. Okay?
Campus tour.
What is it? How do you make it fun?
It can be fun.
It should be fun.
Should be fun. That's what we're looking for. Couple things. First one is have them dress up. Right?
Absolutely. And just a couple quick costume ideas that you might see. I was watching the video for Harbor High School, where Carolyn and Mary Beth were both teachers. And one of the coolest ones was the leaders who dressed up as police officers and made cardboard cutouts, all of their freshmen, as donuts. One of the really funny, cool ideas. There's lots of other ones.
Sushi. I had something. Leaders had made different parts of sushi, and then they became the roll. And when they lined up, they actually became this big old long sushi roll. And then they could divide up. They split up. It's like cutting up the sushi roll. And they were the sushi chefs.
Another one of my favorites was really simple. Just they were sort of in the army or armed forces, and the leader had kind of put camouflage paint on and had kind of a camouflage outfit. and got little camouflage headbands for all of the freshmen. And she was really cool because she actually kind of created a march with it where she would have the freshmen marching around campus and singing songs, you know, kind of repeat, "Freshmen are the best you know." And you,
Freshmen are the best we know.
"They will rule the school one day."
They will rule the
Of course,
school one day.
hers
Something
rhymed,
right.
yeah, and it was really much cooler than me right
That's
now.
good though, on the spot.
Hey,
Okay.
thanks. And one more idea.
Oh, one more would be just simple. You know, the firefighters. Where the leaders of fire got the firefighters, and they got all little plastic hats, and then all the freshmen were holding onto the hose and just staying in a single file line, holding onto the hose, and then putting out the fire.
The next thing is, as they're going around, remember that they want to share positive information about the teachers. So I always tell the students, listen, teachers who are bad teachers, they create their own reputations fast enough. They don't need our help. Good teachers who are working hard for no money need all the help we can give them. So remind the leaders to share all the positive things they have to say about their best teachers and to leave the negative stuff for the freshmen to figure out on their own. Because everyone has a different opinion. Everyone has a different experience of teachers. But share the positive stuff. That's really good.
A couple little details. Remember the leader, especially when there's 2 leaders per group, one leader's in the front walking backwards, and the other leader's in the back kind of keeping them corralled. Walking backwards and then get to a place and stop. Have the freshmen gather together, give the information, like Micah said, all positive information, and then use the ever-present candy as a bait to reward. So they're walking along and they say something about a building and then do a quick quiz and then throw out a piece of candy to the folks.
If you're concerned about health, you can use fig bars, but I just promise it won't be as effective.
No, as a matter of fact, students won't answer the question. Not the
We
fig
refuse!
bars!
So hopefully you'll set your kids up for the tours. Please remember, I mean, the outfits and the candy and the tours, this stuff works. And if you choose not to do it, you're going to be taking a little piece of the day away from its success. So a lot of people will come back and say it seemed like too much work or too much effort. But it's these little things that really make your Link Crew program more than just an orientation day. It makes it a memory for the freshmen. And this is one of the ones that will really stay with them.
And then when they come, as they finish up the tour, they know what time they need to be back in the gym. Emphasize to your leaders 11:40 back in the gym so that everyone's back and they sit as a group in the stands. So that you should have these little clumps of like the 12 dwarfs and the firefighters and the army people and all of that should be all clumped together as you look
A
up.
whole little sushi plate.
Whole little sushi.
Okay, so that's the tour. And now we'll just sing some of the favorite songs that you remember from your training, so that we'll kind of remind you of what each of those songs were, just in case, because it's hard to read the words and remember the tune. So this is your chance to remember all that stuff.